And oh yeah, get real close. Get real close there. He's like,
oh yeah.
all right.
Senor Buttigieg is
you
he's
knew
been tapped. He's been tapped so hard
that he thought that he was gonna get something good, something big, and they fucked him too. Like that's it. Isn't that just the way, right? Like it's like Joe Biden's running around like, vote for Trump. Like you're like, hey, listen here, Jack. You gotta do me a favor. If you drop out, I don't know. I'll put you in one of them countries you want to go to, whichever one you want. You can pick. You can pick. Joe, you're glitching. Sorry. But and Amy. That's your name, right? Amy? Well, I can't really do much to you. After that police uprising in your state, I don't know. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to fucking deal with. Like, look, I can get Mira Tandon in there because nobody knows who she is, but you were just running for president, and now you're the lady who fucking let the guy who killed the guy out or off fucking with a warning. Like, I don't know. You're kind of fucked.
So please welcome the next Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg.
Travel in my mind is synonymous with growth, adventure, even love. I've also had a personal love of transportation ever since childhood. I spent a spring break in graduate school aboard a cargo ship studying there. I've also had a personal love of transportation ever since childhood. We reimagined how vehicles and people move through the city. Electric vehicle charging infrastructure. I faced a constant battle with that natural enemy. Travel in my mind is this administration. I faced a constant battle with that even natural enemy. This administration, roads and bridges, our railways and transit. Electric vehicle charging infrastructure.
Dr. Jill Biden controversy, but
we're going to talk about that.
I have a very specific angle about it, right?
Okay.
It's not the one that everybody else is talking about, like where whatever, either she's a doctor or she's not a doctor, and like it's kind of a dick move or what, all that shit. Like that's all whatever, but it's insane how quickly the comments underneath an article about Dr. Jill Biden, right? Who the only reason she insists on being called doctor is because she's a fucking professor, right? Like it's
well,
like
she paid for her doctorate,
well,
and,
right? But it's also like it's like
you did the work for it, and that's there's the doctors, anyone who has a doctorate.
Yeah, but like but if you have a doctorate and you work at an art museum, right, or whatever, or you have a doctorate and you are a paleontologist, right? it doesn't matter what anyone calls you, right? You don't give a fuck, right? But if you're a teacher, right, you either are whatever, Miss, Ms., Mrs., professor, or doctor, right? And so you go with doctor if you have a doctorate. That's just that's how like school works. And she's a school person. So like that's what I think the only reason why it's like a big deal, unless she is like a, you know, like a shrew, right? Like just a fucking, like either that or she's like a nerd, like she's like a uber nerd fucking bitch, right? Like, but I think it's the former because you get conditioned to do that shit, right? Like teachers call each other Miss So-and-so or whatever. Like they don't call each other by their first names, right? In the workplace. So it's like you just get used to it, right? She's just Dr. Biden, right? That's it, right? But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that how quickly, like the article said, the headline was, Dr. Jill Biden is going to be a different kind of first lady, something to that effect, right? I can't remember what the publication was. Probably Gawker or not Gawker, or The Guardian or one of those, whatever. Underneath it, all I said was, I sure hope she has better politics than her husband. All I said. Some might say, pro Jill Biden thing to say. And like a more subtle sort of Edith Wilson joke, you know, Edith Wilson, like Woodrow Wilson's wife, who was the president because Woodrow Wilson had a stroke, like, and didn't tell anybody for like a year or whatever the fuck. Like, it's like that, right? Like, that was the thing I was saying. It's like, boy, I sure hope she has better politics than her husband. Like, and then in parentheses, like, you know, when his brain shits out on him and fucking she is the president, because they keep him locked in a room and they're not going to let anybody else have it, right? But the amount of people who accused me of being, number one, a Trump guy, which where the fuck would you get that from? And or just not knowing what the first lady does. Right? But you know, I got this like 4 or 5 times, right? You know that like the first lady's like not like if like she's not like the president. And it's like, motherfucker, like you like the article is she's going to be a different first lady. She's going to be a different kind of first lady. What the fuck does that mean if not she's going to be more like in the president area, right? Like what the fuck? What she's going to just not do anything and not like what are the other options for different first ladies? She's going to leave the country? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, sounds like she's going to be doing more stuff.
Yeah, like stuff. Like fucking like every other first lady for the last fucking except for the Republican ones, right? Every Democrat first lady is like we're going to change and be like new ladies and look at the lady that came into the White House and she's a bad bitch and Hillary and Michelle and fucking Dr. Jill Biden. Like that's the new one, right? And it's like, yeah, I get it. This article comes out all the time. Why the fuck would you accuse me of not knowing what the first lady fucking does, you fucking asshole? The headline of the article is that it's going to be different this time somehow.
Yeah. I just don't care at all about, like, I don't think that things operate like they do back in the Wilson administration. Like,
well, no shit.
If I mean, in a lot of ways they do. He ushered in a lot of the things that are terrible about
Not
the way
that.
we do things now. But
where has Joe Biden been a lot of the time, right? Like Joe Biden became the presidential nominee, and then he was where? doing what
At
for
home.
months? Like, it's
True.
like,
Yeah, no. So what it'll end up being, when Biden's brain eventually gets to the point where,
it's already gone.
well, he has. It's still there. It's just like, you got to get him on the right amount of coffee.
He has to
you
do a
gotta get him
fat
right.
rail in order to have a Zoom call with the fucking NAACP.
It's probably like he has to have the right amount of sleep and all that. But anyways, he's pretty much there still, but it's not going to last much longer. But I think what's going to end up coming down to is like a lot of phone calls between Kamala and
Dr. Jill Biden.
But who's going to really have the authority in that phone call?
Dr. Jill Biden. Definitely. Dude,
Well, I mean,
she shoved
technically,
her
yeah.
90-year-old husband onto a stage and was like, "You're going to be fucking president." He even said in the NAACP phone call that he didn't want to be president. He said it. He said it out loud. She made him do it. She is.
You think she was the one?
I think, like, who else? Right? Other than Obama. Obama.
Obama didn't even want him to do it.
Okay, then who else?
Until about halfway through the primary, I'm pretty sure Obama did not really want Biden to run. And then when he saw how good Bernie was doing,
and how well Bernie was doing. The rest of them.
Yeah. I've got my new favorite hashtag that I heard about. Hashtag bitch McConnell.
It's right there. It's right there. How have we taken this long?
No, we didn't come up with it. It was the Trump people. Because I don't know if you heard, but
worse.
McConnell. I know. McConnell congratulated Biden because he, won the electoral college. It's like you can't deny it after that. If you're gonna go by the Constitution by any sense of the word. So, anyways, yeah, he's
Mitch McConnell.
He's now on the clone list or whatever they call it.
How the fuck did the left or Democrats there you go. Fucking proving the Democrats are just the fucking worst. It took fucking John Birch level psychos to come up with bitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Like that is utter failure.
Yeah. The Moscow Mitch shit was not good. I mean, it's just
it sounds cool. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with I want to hang out with Moscow Mitch. I do not want to hang out with bitch McConnell.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the beginning of the end. Apparently some people close to in Trump's inner circle have said that he has said he's just not going to leave. like on inauguration day, I'm just not going to leave or whatever. And then apparently after that, he kind of backpedaled it and kind of started hinting at like what he's going to do in the future and stuff. And like, I mean, I don't think he's going to do that shit. He doesn't want to get dragged out in handcuffs. You know?
Yeah. I mean, but he is stupid and crazy.
One of the quote unquote no name white guys that was running for the Democratic candidacy recently was apparently it came out that he had been spied on by the Chinese government. Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess which one it was? It's one of those like faceless white guys that ran for the Democratic nomination.
Let's play a. Do you have a picture of this person in your mind? Like,
Yes.
You know which faceless white guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play a little game of guess who. Is he bald?
No.
Is he does he wear glasses?
No.
Is he from Colorado?
No.
Fuck. I think those were all the ones I knew.
No, you gotta dig deeper. This is one of the really forgettable ones.
Oh. Does he like boats?
Maybe?
Because he served in a branch of the armed forces that dealt in boats.
Fuck, I don't even know if that's him or not.
Was Chapo obsessed with him?
No, I don't think so.
Shit, that's the other one. Oh. Wait, he wasn't. I don't think he would count as a faceless one. Is
I'll
he
give you a
in
hint.
there?
No, I'll give you a hint. He was from California.
California? There was one from California? A faceless white guy?
Mm-hmm.
One of the faceless white guys was from California?
The most of all.
Did he make it past? Did he get into a debate at all?
Yes, he was in the first two, maybe three. Honestly, I don't know. I'll give you one more hint. He's kind of younger compared to the rest of the people who are running.
Oh, that's all of them. That's half of the. Wait. No, he's not faceless either. All right, I don't know. And there's a good chance that you're going to say the name, and I'm not going to know who it is.
Does the name Swalwell ring a bell?
Oh, Eric. The
Yes.
guy that I literally know nothing about. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know. I've never heard him talk. He is the most faceless of the faceless white guys.
He looks very young. Like he looks like he's early 30s. Whether that he's probably like early 40s or something. He just looks really young. I don't know.
He looks like I'm looking at him now. He looks like a less stupid Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, he's a California Democrat. I think he was
like
maybe
if Hunter Biden didn't smoke crack.
He's pretty much forgettable in most ways, but yeah, apparently he had a Chinese spy working for or contributing to his campaign and or something like that, and like kind of basically getting in some inside information from him. Probably, he's considered compromised, especially by the Republicans.
Fuck. Oh, he's on the intelligence committee?
Yeah, that's why they're trying to kick him off.
Jesus. What the fuck? What the fuck? Faceless person I've never seen before right now. Like, what? He was he fucking a Chinese spy?
No, maybe, but probably not. But apparently, this Chinese spy was fucking some mayors of some California cities or something like that. Because they in China, they're long game all the time. So like if they're gonna go try and like infiltrate someone, they're gonna go for somebody they think is like going to be president in the next 10 to 15 years. They're not thinking about 2024 right now. They're thinking about, like the 2030s or whatever.
Fuck.
So they're going for California, New York, up and coming, politicians and people like that, especially ones that are already in committees, subcommittees, all that kind of shit.
Is this as dumb as it looks?
I mean, I don't know how much truth there is to it. It's like, it makes sense that shit would happen. I don't know how much, like, how malicious it is, honestly. It's probably them more just keeping tabs on us than anything else.
It's just, okay, wait. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna.
Yeah. That's her.
He is, they look like they're going to prom. And the only way that this woman was extracting any sort of valuable U.S. intelligence from Eric Swalwell was if they were fucking. And if they weren't fucking, she knows dick. And
well, then that's the real question. Ladies and gentlemen, were they fucking?
Were they fucking? It could be like we should put like game show music around, like every week we'll have a new, were they fucking? Like, welcome to this week's edition of Were They Fucking? Look at these two people. Look at them. Were they fucking? Were they fucking? Do you think they were fucking? They could be fucking. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I could totally see, like, one of them, like, I could totally see him, I could honestly see him trying to fuck her and then her being like, nah, dog, I'm just trying to, like, talk to you about your job. I'm trying to be an intern at your fucking whatever.
Here's what happened. She got him into some kind of hotel room. They were talking about things and of course she's like brings up how she's like from China. She makes it very personal, gets some information from whatever she's trying to get, and kind of like leads him on, almost gives him a handy, but no, it doesn't even quite get that far.
No. Makes him think that she might. And so he gives her more information based on the fact that might happen. Although it seems like he has a wife and she's kind of cute. So, I don't know. Like,
maybe he's Chad. Maybe he's Chad Swalwell, and he's actually.
Well, his last name is Swalwell. I mean, dude. Yeah, but also the idea that the other part of the government, right, hinges on like three. Because I kind of like Warnock. He's all right. I certainly like him more than that fucking mannequin that came to life that is wall-eyed. Have you noticed that? That the blonde bitch, she's like wall-eyed. Her eyes are like, she looks like a frog.
I don't remember really like looking at her face that hard, but I did watch the debate between the two of them. Dude, they had like 6 phrases memorized each, and they just kept repeating them, both of them. It was a terrible debate, awful.
No.
Like it was just so bad.
He's just dog shit too.
I mean, well, apparently back in the day, he used to have like some really fiery speeches about like American imperialism and stuff like that. And then more recently, he's like tried to tone that down because he's afraid of being considered too left wing.
Yeah.
But the whatever her name was, she kept saying, "My opponent is a radical liberal," which is like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's dumb conservative
technically
talk.
all of the politicians in our government are radical liberals, I guess. But I don't know.
No, they're not. They're just regular liberals. It's
just the word radical doesn't really mean anything, I guess. But yeah, it's just
not to them. Like it's like radical means a degree more of something to other sane normal people. But like the right, it's like this radical communist Joe Biden or what, you know, it's like, fuck off, dude. You're making language totally meaningless. Like, please stop. Like that was what I was voting for, and we're not even gonna get that, right? Like I was just voting for just Trump
voting
the fuck up and just not be stupid all over everything.
We'll see what happens in Georgia, because that will decide at least the fates of some, fights or whatever, whether they will survive in the next few years or at least, prosper. Like, but if we end up with Republican-controlled Senate, then there's literally nothing is going to change at all. I mean, other than
nothing's going to change anyway.
Stupid racist tweets go away. And
yeah, that was the only reason that was the only thing we were voting for. That was the only thing we were voting for.
Yeah, maybe things will cool down.
Society. Things
will cool down with Iran. A couple other good things, maybe-ish, kind of, hopefully.
Well, I mean, but that student debt cancellation thing, hey, guys, let's, if that's the one thing they throw with the bone.
You think that's happening? Honestly, I
that's just the only thing that would, that's just the only, that's like purely materialistic selfishness on my part, right? It's like,
I don't think
just that.
Even if the Democrats take the Senate, I don't think they're going to cancel any student debt. Maybe if they do, it's going to be the most watered down bill that ends up canceling. It's like 10% off coupon.
Yeah.
So
like
good luck with
you get free coffee at the fucking gas station because you went to college or whatever.
Yeah. Instead of canceling student debt, we're going to give free coffee to every college graduate at all of your local libraries
that are closed. That are closed
currently due to COVID.
For the foreseeable future.